Welcome to your Saturday morning Sutra. So we're going to get straight into it. Half an hour session today, a little bit condensed. So just lay down your mat and we'll get started from there. So as you're coming in, just lay on down and hug your knees into your chest. So no props today. So the first thing you're going to do is just lay on the mat, the back of the body relax, and then you'll reach your legs up towards the sky. So if you've got tight hammies here, just this single movement will be a little bit uncomfortable. So you can take your hands underneath your bottom and rest your bottom down. Soften your knees a little bit if you feel like you need to. If you do have a block or something else you want to put under your bottom, you can for this first position and let yourself just rest in there. You can take your arms over your head if that feels okay for you as well. Just find a spot where your legs can feel relaxed. Point flex your toes and just use this as your entry in. Just the breath in and the breath out. So the practice at the moment, obviously the world is a little crazy. So here we are just in this space to ground ourselves. And as we breathe in and breathe out, we recognize our responsibility at this point is to be aware. And from that awareness to be able to make conscious, responsible choices individually. And ultimately from that place to be able to be compassionate. Your shoulders relax, at the back of the neck relax, and just start to breathe. At this moment, just let your mat hold you. Inhale, exhale. For 2. Last breath. From here, if it's available to you, you're going to pike your legs straight over your head into Halasana. If you need to put your hands down beside you, you can put your hands down beside you. So either piking your legs all the way over into Halasana, if that's fine for your body. Otherwise, hands might need to come down beside you to get you up into the shape. Once you get in that shape, you can work through your legs. What does it feel like to bend your legs, to straighten your legs, to bend your knees a little bit, to work through your feet? Making sure there's no pressure on the back of the neck. We're just starting this practice with this nice bit of space from the back of the neck all the way up to your tailbone. If for some reason this posture doesn't feel nice for you, just keep your bottom on the ground and just let your knees rest in towards your chest. Make sure you're still breathing here. We just have 5 more breaths in whatever variation you're in. Shoulders are relaxed. Just tracking through with the breath, reminding yourself that the moment your practice is just for you to ground, to let the mat hold you, create enough space in yourself that you can make conscious choices. Last breath here. And then you're going to begin to roll down slowly. If you can, keep your arms where they are, roll down. If you need to use your hands to support your body, do that. Feel like you can draw the length from the back of the neck all the way down to your tailbone. And once you release your back down, just let your knees hug into your chest. Once your knees hug in, just a little gentle rock from side to side and then straight into happy baby. Bending the knees. Knees pull down into the armpits. If you can hold the top of your feet, hold there. Otherwise, you can hold your legs. Keep your lower back down. Really important thing here is to elongate the back of the neck, lengthen the tailbone, and make sure the feeling is in your hips and your lower back. A little gentle rock from side to side here as well if that feels good. So just a short practice, a short rendition of our Saturday morning sutra today. You can extend it out with a longer start, a longer meditation, longer variation in the center with more sun salutes when we get to them, or just keep it condensed as seems to be a little bit more accessible for most of us when we're doing a home practice between all the things. Last breath here. And then let your knees just come all the way into your chest. Just cross your right knee over your left knee and hug your knees into your chest. Hands can be over the top of the legs, behind the back of the legs, or holding onto the feet. And just get that little stretch through the hips. Just a couple of breaths here, shoulders relax. As the world outside becomes a little more uncertain, potentially than normal, our job is to find certainty in our practice, certainty in your breath, in a connection with your mat, letting it hold you, letting it rest your head. Your arms reach out to the side and twist whichever direction feels most natural for you. So maybe the right, maybe the left. Use your right foot or your left foot, whichever one's on top, to pull down. Drop the back of the opposite shoulder. Think length in your spine. In any twist, you want to have length all the way through your spine so you're moving on that axis. So throughout this practice today, we're going to center and ground through the middle of our body. So lots of attention to the center, to your core. When you find that focus on purpose and discipline in the center, it allows us to find freedom in space. Bring your legs all the way back to center and then swap to the other side. Left knee over right, knees hug in, place your hands wherever feels the best for you. Get that stretch into your hips, lower back stays down, shoulders stay down, back of the neck stays down. So when we center and ground in the middle of our body, we find our purpose and our commitment and our discipline. We're then able to find freedom, fluidity and space in our external or our further away limbs, so arms, legs, hips, shoulders. We're going for space through the front of the hips, through the front of the shoulders in our back bending today, whilst keeping connected through our center. Drop the legs the opposite direction, reach up through the arms, drop down through the back of the opposite shoulder that you're reaching away from your knees. Lengthen the back of the neck and find your breath. As we find our commitment to self, to our own purpose, to our own discipline and commitment here to be grounded and purposeful in our decisions, we find the ease in being able to be compassionate to those around us, to recognize our valuable contribution to the whole. Last breath. And then let your legs come all the way back to center. Unhook the knees, hands come behind the back of the legs, and just begin to rock backwards and forwards, just nice and slowly at first. Try to think less about getting up, more about containing the movement and feeling each part of your spine in that movement. Draw your belly button in for your tailbone ache and under. Try not to fold your feet to the floor at the top. Try and find the balancing point at the top. Last one, we're going to all balance at the top together. Find a moment there. Think about your chest opening up, so your collarbones are open, but your tailbone staying lengthening under. So the idea of tilting your pelvis so your lower abdominals are engaged, but keeping your chest open. And then extend your legs just as far as feels okay for you. Keep the tailbone leg down so you feel your lower abdominals on, but roll your shoulders over and lift up through the back of the neck. If it's available to you, arms reach forward, just hold. Otherwise, any of the regressions are perfectly fine, holding and keeping down. Breathing here, collarbones open, tailbone lengthens under, 2. And then let the knees just gently bend and place the feet all the way down. Once the feet come down, hold the front of the legs and just round the spine. Drop the chin down to the chest, breathe into the back of the body. Whole body round and move your neck around. And then just letting yourself sit all the way up straight. So you're going to move over onto your hands and knees when you feel ready. No rush. And once you find your hands and knees, just move into your normal cat-cow. So just your inhale and exhale. Getting the idea of the movement and the breath together now. So the hands spread wide, the hands directly underneath the shoulder, the toes can just relax. Once you push your hands down flat, start to move through your cat-cow. So as you roll your shoulders, inhale, your chest comes open. Avoid this with the neck. Keep the neck long, feel like the eye gaze is moving towards where the sternum is pointing. And then tuck the tailbone around the spine and feel the shoulder blades separate as you press into the earth. Tailbone draws under. Inhale. Just close your eyes there. Make sure you're moving with your own breath. Keep inhaling and exhaling in this movement, really thinking about the muscles between your shoulder blades, engaging and squeezing to lift your heart up. And as you round underneath, really feel like your shoulder blades separate as your abdominals pull in. And just take one more round here. And at the end of the next rounding, next arching up, keep the fingers and hands where they are. Just tuck the toes here in the balls of the feet. So you're rounding from here. Really feel like your pelvis is drawing under as you push into your hands. Don't lean back, keep your weight over so your shoulders are above your wrists. Now just hover your knees off the mat, pull your abdominals in, press the earth away, and then stretch all the way up to downward dog. As you find your first downward dog, first little glimpse into what's happening in your hamstrings, bend one knee, bend the other, move your neck around, just notice the shape. And then we're going to walk the feet a little bit wider than you have them, turn your toes out slightly like you're about to go into Malasana. Look back at your feet and bend your knees. Your knees are tracking the same direction as your toes. If they're not, adjust your feet. So your knees just follow the same direction as your toes. The bending of the knees initiates this movement, and then you're going to start to walk your hands backwards slowly as you come to the back, lower your bottom down, and lift your chest all the way up. This is your inhale. And then as you fold, your bum goes up. Your legs pull all the way straight. You relax your neck. And then you walk yourself back out into that starting position. Hold the starting position, pause. And we just have one more like that. You bend your knees. They initiate the movement. And then feel the weight pull back into your legs as you take one hand and the other as you bend your knees to lower all the way down. Open the chest top. And then exhale to fold. So the back of the legs squeezing, the back of the neck relaxing, and then walking back out to your downward dog. Find your downward dog and readjust your feet. Spread your fingers wide. Find that nice long line. Pull your abdominals in, pull your bottom up towards the sky, relax your neck, soften your knees, and breathe. Think about the length. Think about the breath. Think about the mat being able to hold you. Be here now, recognizing the present moment. Last breath there. And then from this position, you just gently start to walk your feet forward to the front. Finding yourself in Uttanasana, your forward fold. Let yourself just relax. Relax the shoulders, the mouth, the neck. And then together we'll just roll slowly up through the spine. Put the tailbone lengthen under. Just bring yourself all the way to the top. And then the shoulders roll back. And the chest is open. As you find a standing point, feel as if you were laying on the floor. Still think about where that flat line is. Lengthen the back of the neck and feel the tailbone lengthening down just slightly for the ribs draw in. Palms facing forward. Feel the external rotation of your arm bone. And then raise high up into your toes and find this position here. Hold it. And then just resist the earth as you push your heels back down. Spread your toes. Just a couple like this. Just feel yourself draw up. And then gently releasing down. Just one more, drawing up. And then gently down. Let's take 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar together. Inhale, just reach the arms, a variation coming. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Make sure the back of the neck is long. Exhale, as you fold, step your right leg back. Place your right leg all the way down. Reach the arms up on the inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the palms together and then twist over that front knee. So the right elbow will rest. Belly button draws up as you rotate around. Lengthen the back of the neck all the way to the tailbone. And keep the right hip pulling back. Don't let it fall down. Breathe in here for 3. Try to use the arms that relax the shoulders and draw the belly button in. 2. And then as you're ready, exhale, place your hands either side of the front foot. Lift the back knee up, plant your hands firmly, step back to plank. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, knees, chest, chin, keep your bottom high. As your bottom is high, roll your shoulders back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your hands should be able to come off the floor here if you're working your back. 2. And then slide all the way onto your stomach. From your stomach, roll your shoulders. Come into your first cobra on your inhale. Take a breath, take a few breaths, move around a bit. Make sure you're not locking the arms. None of this, more of this. Lower if you need to. All the way down your exhale. Pull yourself back to child's pose. And from child's pose, unfold into your downward dog. Find your downward dog, even weight through your hands and your feet, and then step your right leg forward. Place your back knee all the way down. As you reach your arms up, pull your weight back so your left hip directly sits above your left knee. Left arm forward, right arm back. Right hand to your lower back. Flip the left palm. Make sure you keep your tailbone lengthening under as you reach your arm back. Maybe this is it. Maybe your hand feels comfortable to slide down anywhere on your leg or your back of your leg. Lift up through the tailbone, draw under as you keep reaching through that top arm for 2. Bring yourself all the way up straight. Take the hands down and step forward all the way into your Uttanasana. Inhale out halfway. Exhale to fold. Arms wide, inhale to stand all the way up. Lengthen the tailbone down. Palms together, see your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. As you exhale, left leg steps back. Place the left knee down. Reach the arms up. Inhale. Palms come together and twisting over that front knee. So rest the left elbow. Roll the chest open. Pull the belly button in. Elongate the back of the neck. And make sure your left hip is pulling backwards. So you don't want to kind of sink down into it. Feel like I'm standing behind you, pulling the left hip back. Roll the chest open. Lengthen the back of the neck. Your job is to find the connection through the middle of your body to allow the ease and space through the extremities. Here for 2. Hands release all the way down. Lift the back knee without dragging. Step back to your plank. Knees, chest, chin. Tailbone stays high. Hold, breathe. Shoulder blades draw back. Slide to your side. Inhale, cobra. Feel the muscles in the back of the body working. Hug the elbows in. Elongate the back of your neck. Exhale slowly down. Pull all the way back, child's pose. And unfold yourself downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Feel a bit of warmth coming in the middle of the body, giving you space in the lower and upper. Left leg steps forward. Put the back knee all the way down. Now, as you come up, pull your right hip back so you're in a nice long line. This is a straight line. Don't adjust that. Right arm forward, left arm back. Hand to your lower back. Flip the right palm. Keep the tailbone lengthening down as you reach your arm up. Maybe the hand slides down. Maybe the hand grabs anywhere on the back of that leg. Lift the heart. Lengthen the tailbone. Reach the chest. Sternum and head are reaching the same. Not dropping the head back. Nice long line for 2. And then bring yourself up with control. Hands down either side of your front foot. Step all the way forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Arms wide, inhale, all the way up. Palms together above the head, look up. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. We're just going to take 1 round of Surya Namaskara A, but you can continue on more if you wish. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Hands come down, just step back into your plank. If you want to jump, you can start jumping, start moving a little quicker. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up with dog cobra. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the sternum, breathe. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take 5 breaths in. So basically from here, you can pause the video and continue on with Surya Namaskara. Let's take about 8 rounds. Create heat, let yourself move, find freedom there. Otherwise, just continue on with me and we'll continue into the flow to keep it a little bit shorter, a little bit more accessible for home practice, as I know often it's difficult to create a bigger space of time when we're at home. Last breath there. Raise high up to the tippy toes. Bend the knee, step your right leg forward, push into your hands, follow it by your left hand. Left leg, sorry. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Arms wide, inhale all the way up. Palms together, see your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Notice just standing for a moment, relax the shoulders. Notice yourself. We are simply to ground. From our grounding, we are able to be responsible in our choice. From our space, we can choose. From our choices, we then have compassion. Your hands release. And you're going to roll your chin to your chest, set the spine round. You're going up and over something all the way down. Belly button draws in. Once your hands come down to the floor, take a little halfway lift and lengthen your spine forward. Lengthen the back of the neck. And just step yourself all the way back to plank. Hold. And then just place your knees down. Pull yourself back to child's pose, untuck your toes. From here, in this position, I want you to turn your palms to face each other, and you're going to reach your arms out long. So when I'm reaching my arms out long, I'm trying to keep my wrists in line with my shoulders.
And then I'm going to find a variation like puppy dog pose, but I don't want your palms to go back down because that's going to roll your shoulder in. I want to keep your shoulders open. So if you do this and let your forehead rest, that might be enough for you. Try not to let the wrists go any further close or apart. And then as you feel okay, start to slide yourself towards your puppy dog where you have more space here. Keep sliding forward. Maybe you need to walk your knees back. Maybe you get to a position where your forehead rests. Maybe you keep going and then your chest rests down. But you're trying to keep those hands in line with the shoulders. Then once you're in position, think about the shoulder blades drawing together. Squeeze shoulder blades together for your chest pushing towards the earth. Make sure your neck feels free. Just 5 breaths. Wherever you get to in this shape is perfectly fine. We're trying to keep the arm bones in that external rotation. Inhale, exhale. For the muscles in your back working, the back muscles work to help lift you out of the posture rather than let you dump into the back bending shape. For 2. And then just slide yourself right down onto your stomach. Good. Once you find your stomach, we're taking one back bend here, pull your heels towards your bottom. Take your hands around and hold onto your ankles. Good, so just one variation, roll your shoulders back. Pull your belly button in, so try not to let your belly just flop down. Pull your belly button so you're aware of the front side of your body. And now as you're ready, lift your legs. Lift your legs and lift your head. Feel as if you're drawing the crown of your head towards the sky, not back. Roll your shoulders back and lift your legs up as well. Breathe here. Be happy that you're not trying to talk while you're doing the pose. Lift the legs up, lift up to the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders back, breathe. Last one. And then just gently release yourself down. As you release yourself down, turn your head to the side. Your toes turn in, heels turn out, little gentle rock through your hips. For 2. And then you just press into your hands when you're ready. Pull back to child's pose. From child's pose, we're going to take one variation of camel into that back bend, and then we're going to find a nice little release. So from here, bring yourself up, tuck your toes under, so you're pushing into the balls of the feet, and start to get a bit of that toe stretch. Not comfortable for some of us, just stay with me. Now think about your pelvis, hands into your hips. Stick your bum out behind you, and then try to tilt your pelvis underneath. Try not to change up your body, so imagine your shoulders stay open, and you just tailbone heels back. Tailbone, so instead of these big movements, keep your upper body as it is, tilt your pelvis, and then posterior tilt for the tailbone, lengthen under. Once you understand this movement, bring your hands onto your hips. Now take your right hand onto your right heel. From here, you're going to start with your bottom sticking out. Then you're going to lengthen your tailbone underneath first. Push your hips forward to grow the openness in the front of your hip first. Then lift up through your heart. Then extend the arm and allow the head to find the line as well. Hand holds the back of the head, so you're elongating the back of the neck, not just dropping it back. Feel the tailbone lengthen and think you're in control of this pose, you're in control of the center to lift your heart, to find compassion and space, to breathe for 2. Last one. And as you go back, go the opposite way. Chin to chest, roll the shoulders, pull the belly button in, and slowly come down. If you're struggling there, put a block or something underneath your hands so your hands are a bit higher. Second side, hold the left side. Bottom sticks out to start, just so you're very aware. Now feel your tailbone lengthen under. Feel like you're pushing the hips into extension. First open the front of the hips. Then feel the chest lift. Then reach the arm behind the head and let the neck find its position as well. Feel the tailbone lengthening under. Keep it out of the lower back. Lift your heart. Breathe. Full inhale and exhale gives you that space you're looking for. Last one. And then you curl back the opposite way. Lower the bottom all the way down. Let your hands release. And then let your toes just untuck. Take a moment just to sit. Just to sit with the space of that openness through your chest. So your tailbone just lengthen down. Don't tuck under, just lengthen down. And then just reach your arms towards the sky. As your arms reach up, just reaching up through one hand and the other. So just like you're elongating, like you're trying to grab something with one hand and the other, just spaced out through the sides of your body. Your hands release. And then just make your way onto your bum. As you find your bottom, bring your right leg in like this and your left leg all the way out straight. So a little forward fold just to keep the pelvis grounded, roll the left hip open and let yourself come forward. Doesn't need to be far. Think about the length in your lower back. Again, not this with the neck, that length in the back of the neck. Breathe. Let yourself be grounded, let the mat hold you. 2. Get your tailbone around your spine, slowly roll up. Quick little twist, left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of the leg. Lengthen up through your spine, through the back of the neck, long as the tailbone draws down. Move your head around if your neck's feeling tense. Fold a little bit forward if that feels good for your body to get the space. And then just gently release and swap sides. Extend the leg out, lift up and lengthen. Find the pelvis square, reach the arms forward, elongate out of the lower back. Back of the neck stays long. Breathe. Let yourself just feel centered and grounded here. Understand the importance of settling ourselves, being aware, making conscious choices for ourselves that ultimately affect our households, our community, our state, our country, and the world. Tuck your tailbone around your spine, stack your body all the way toward both your rotation. Spine is long, left hand to the outside, roll the back shoulder open, pull up through the crown of the head, breathe. You can let your head move around to make sure you're not pulling with your neck. You can walk your hand forward for a slight forward fold to keep that pull coming up from the back of the left hip. 2. And then just gently release. As you release, spin around and ground your feet. Once you ground your feet, reach your arms forward with your tailbone lengthen under, and then just slowly roll down onto your back. Once you find your back, hug your knees to your chest. Find the position we started in, legs up. Hands can come underneath your bottom, or hands can just rest out to the side if you're comfortable there. Wiggle from side to side, take any final pressure out of your lower back. Relax the back of the neck and just allow yourself the time to be. Just feel the back of the neck long, feel your shoulders lift up towards your ears, and then relax them each time you exhale. Feel the space that you have created. Feel your body be held. If you have time, stay here. Breathe here. Let yourself just pause, and then maybe you let your feet come down and find your full Shavasana for as long as you have the time for. If you need to finish up, if this is your time, just come with me and find a seat. As you find a seat, feel your tailbone lengthening down. Feel your spine lengthen up. The neck move around. And then bring your hands to your heart. Your thumbs rest on your chest. Your shoulders rest back. Shoulders lift up for the last time. As you exhale, shoulders just fall down. Bringing your thumbs to your forehead. Parama Rishibhyo Namah. Parama Rishibhyo Namah. Parama Rishibhyo Namah. May we learn from our past, may we learn from our